Hello and welcome to BFS Wargaming. So today we're doing a 2,000 point battle report. Sam is bringing his Genestealer Cult, and I am going to be playing a bit of a different White Scars list. It's not something, I don't think this list works as well with the White Scars chapter tactics, but I didn't want to change the chapter tactics, so I'm going to play at White Scars and we'll see how I fare. But I think it should be a fairly interesting game. Like I say, it's a bit of a different list for me to be playing as White Scars. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll go into the lists and see what it is, and you can see what Sam's brought. Okay, so we have a battalion of White Scars. It's a little bit different, but I wanted it sort of quite a mobile force. So I have two HQs, the Khan on bike and the chaplain with jump pack. The Khan has the Chagorian Storm, Warlord trait, and he has... I'm also actually going to give him the relic, the Glaive, which is basically so he gets ×2 strength on his spear even when he's charged, not when he charges. And the chaplain has Benediction of Fury, and he has Mantra of Strength as his litany, along with the other two that he knows, the White Scars one and the reroll hits. Then we have 3 units of 5 intercessors, all with the auto bolt rifles. We have the bikes, so 2 units of 3 bikes. We have the Eradicators. We have 2 Invicta Warsuits with the Incendium cannons. And then we have 2 Repulsor Executioners, both kitted up with the Heavy Laser Destroyer and all of the rest of the toys. So they're, I think it's 376 points, so they're pretty expensive, nearly 400 points a model. We'll see how they do. But yeah, that is my... I think it's 1997. Oh, the chaplain also has a combi flamer, so I'll have spent 1 CP for the extra relic, so that is starting on 11 CP.
Okay, so here we have 2,000 points of Genestealer Cult. So it's 2 detachments. We'll start with the battalion. So this is a Rusted Claw battalion. So to start with, we have 3 units of neophyte hybrids. 2 of them have 1 grenade launcher each, and 1 of them has 2 extra mining lasers, so 1 grenade launcher, 1 grenade launcher, 1 grenade launcher, 2 mining lasers. We then have 3 Brood Brother infantry squads, just as they come. HQs wise, we've got a Patriarch, a Magus and a Jackal Alpha. The Patriarch is my Warlord, as he has to be, because I have a Patriarch and I don't have another Patriarch. And his Warlord trait, when I get to scrolling down to it, on my list is where's he gone? Here he is. Shadow Stalker. So he gets a -1 to hit against range weapon. His psychic powers, he has mass hypnosis and mental onslaught, and then relic wise he's got the amulet of the void worm, so he can ignore overwatch, not that that's a really thing now, but it gives him +1 to his saving throw. So being in Rusted Claw gives him quite a bit of resilience. We then have the Magus, who has the Might from Beyond and the Mass Hypnosis psychic powers, and then Jackal Alpha just has his sniper rifle. We then have 2 units of Atalan Jackals with the demo charges, shotguns, and the Sergeant has an auto rifle, and then 3 Ridge Runners with heavy mining lasers and flare launchers. So first time I've ever used these, so we'll see how they do. So that is the Rusted Claw battalion. We then have a patrol of Cult of the Four-Armed Emperor with 3 troops choices, 1 10-man unit of Acolytes, just as they come, 2 15-man units of Acolytes, 1 with 4 Rock Saws, 1 with 4 Cutters. Then have 5 Aberrants, 4 with Power Picks and a Hypermorph with the heavy improvised weapon. A Kelemorph, because Kelemorphs are cool, a Clamavus, because Clamavus is already useful, and then Magus and Primus, who I spend a command point to give them both a Warlord trait. So the Primus has the Alien Majesty Warlord trait, which increases his auras by 3 inches, and the Magus has the Inscrutable Cunning, which gives me an extra D3 command points plus a reroll once per game, which is hit, wound, or save. So yeah, that is 2,000 points of Genestealer Cult.
Okay, so we are doing the mission overrun in Grand Tournament 2020 book, and Sam won the roll off for choosing deployment zone, so he chose to go over here. All of these are in reserve, ready to come in. So he's got his 3 vehicles over here, the Ridge Runners, and then he's got blips just all laid out along here. And then White Scars, the 2 war suits up, and then we have the bikes over in this corner, sort of spread out, and then all the way down we've got repulsors, some screening with some intercessors, the 2 characters, another repulsor, some more intercessors, and then we have in strategic reserve the eradicators. So secondary objectives, Sam has taken engage on all fronts, he's taken the deploy scramblers, and he's also taken bring it down as well, to take all my vehicles out. And I have taken Paul the Witch, because he's got 3 psychers, so that could max that out. I've got Assassinate, because he's got many characters. And I've taken Grind them down, so if I kill more in a battle round than him, more units, then I'll get points for that. So we're going to go into the roll off to see who gets to choose who's going to go first. So we're going to roll here. Oh. Sam gets to choose who's go first.
Let me have a think.
Okay, Sam's going to have a think, and then we'll come back with whoever's turn it is going to be first. Okay, so Sam has chosen to go first, and this is how he has deployed. And we will go into the movement phase. Okay, movement phase. All of this is moved up. The back unit there is deploying scramblers for secondary in the deployment zone, and then he did want to do it with these, but they weren't far enough out. And then all these move round, and then these around here have come up towards the war suit, and I'm sure there's going to be some demolition charges thrown. So we'll be back with the psychic phase. Okay, so we're going to go with the psychic phase. Where are we starting?
So Patriarch
Yep.
is going to start with a massive notice onto this war suit.
Which means?
It's basically you can't overwatch.
Oh, okay.
And -1 to hit.
Okay.
So it's a 7 to cast, I believe. Let me have a quick look. It is a 7 to cast, so it is a fail. Your Overwatch is really good, so I'm going to spend a CP
Yep.
to re-roll that, because I actually want this power. Boom.
Here's a 7.
So I'll get you a little card.
Yep.
And just pop that on there. Mass Hypnosis. We'll then go with this Magus back here, who will cast Might from Beyond on the Aberrants.
Cool.
Boom, that goes off.
Yep.
That is all of my Psychic, because I only have the 2 Psychics on the board, and they can only cast 1, despite the fact that they're only a few points cheaper than Marines.
Okay, so we'll come back. Okay, so we're going into the shooting phase, and we're starting off with the...
Okay, so start of the shooting phase, the Jackal Alpha designates this war suit as its target, so everyone within 6 of the Alpha gets +1 to hit this war suit.
Yep.
We'll then go to the Ridge Runners. It's the first time I've ever got to use them, so I'm going to play with distractions that they can use. So 1 command point to give them +1 to hit and wound on their stubbers.
Okay.
So we'll start with those, because that's funny.
And going into the war suit?
Everything's going into the war suit from this squad. So hitting... So their normal BS is 4. They're getting +1 for the Alpha and +1 for their stubbers, so hitting on 2s.
You can only get maximum +1.
Yeah, sorry. So
hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s, but I'll be wounding on...
Yeah, you'll be winning 1 better. So what's the strength of stubbers?
Strength's 4 for stubbers, so it's 4s.
4s, because it'd be normally 5s, but +1.
A bit of a whiffer. 4 wounds, no OP.
Okay, so 3 ups. Saved them all.
Yep. And then the 3 heavy mining lasers.
Yep.
So D3 shots each. So that's
nice.
7.
Yep.
7. Hitting on 3s. So 2 have missed. Their strength 9. So winning on 3s.
It'd be 2s, wouldn't it? Because you've got +1 to wound. Or is it just on the stubbers?
It's just on the stubbers.
Oh, okay.
So it's 3 wounds at -3.
Okay, so 6 ups. Nope.
And they're D6 damage apiece.
Okay.
So 3d6. Okay, that'll do.
That is the exact right amount.
Yeah.
So does it explode? It doesn't.
Does not.
I don't think it would have mattered anyway. The Aberrants might have been in the explosion.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so are you ready to go straight on?
I am ready to go straight on. We're
Yeah.
going to go for the classic Jackal Alpha trick.
Yep.
So it's one command point to throw all the grenades,
Yep.
and then one command point to get the Rusty Claw stratagem, which is +1 to hit and wound, and I get to move after doing it.
Okay.
So it's 5d6 grenades and demolition charges. Gross. That's 24.
Lovely.
So 5, 10, 15, 18, 19, 20.
Sounds like too many if you've got to go and get more dice.
So they are currently hitting on 3s.
Yep. Few misses.
Yeah, handful. And then there'll be strength 8 minus 3d3, so they'll be winning on 2s.
Because you got the +1 to wound.
Because I've got +1 to wounds, yes. Do you want to roll mine?
It's alright, I'm just going to roll these ones here. How many are there? Tell me about that.
So that's 5, 10, 16 wounds.
16, so I've got 8 here, so I can just roll these twice. So, what is it, minus?
Minus 3.
Okay, so I've saved 1, so that's 7d3 so far. And then I saved another 2, so that's 7, 10, 13.
I mean, I'm pretty certain that's it, isn't it? Even if all of these are 1s.
Yes, yeah, he's dead. So does he blow up? He does!
Rude.
Woohoo! Okay, so, will it be every squad there?
What's the explosion range?
6.
6 inches. So it is definitely the Jackals and the Neophytes. But that's it.
That's it. Okay, so we're going to the Jackals first. For 5 mortal wounds.
5 more? Gross.
And then for the Neophytes, just for the 1. Okay. And we'll come back with what sounds good. Okay, so these guys going to take some shots at these guys.
So it's Neophytes for 7 auto rifles.
They all -1 because I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so I hit them on 5s. That was a good roll.
Yeah, it was a good roll.
Winning on 5s. That's 1 wound.
1 wound.
Yeah.
Saved? Or is it when you AP?
No, it's just an auto rifle.
Yeah.
And then a crack grenade from the grenade launcher. Misses.
Cool.
So the Brood Brother squad in the back will fire 9 lasgun rounds.
Okay.
Because.
Why not?
That's 2 hits.
Yeah.
2 wounds.
Nice.
Don't want to be nice.
Oh, your wish was nearly more commands. Okay, so they've taken a wound over here.
That is pretty much it because of range.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So there's not going to be any charges, so we'll go into White Scar's turn. So movement, we've sort of moved the screen out. This repulsor's moved just about 3 inches or something. These 2 characters are moved. These have moved out a little bit. And then these bikes have just shuffled. And then these bikes have advanced, and I've paid a CP so I can advance shoot. And then I'll be able to charge as well. Hopefully one day they'll have auto bolt rifles, and then I won't have to pay the CP to advance and shoot them. And we'll go in then, and we'll start with, because I haven't got any psychers, so we might as well start with some shooting. So I'm just going to grab some dice and all that. Okay, so we're starting off with this repulsor. We're going to do the heavy laser destroyer into the Ridge Runners, and then everything else is going into the Aberrants. Everything else is in within range because they're 27 inches away. So we're going to start off with the heavy laser destroyer. I will be hitting on 4s because of the dense cover, and I will be re-rolling 1. So I've got 3 hits, the 3 misses, and then
Toughness 5 on the original.
strength 10, so 2s to wound. That's 3 wounds.
Yep. I believe that's straight through my armour, 4+ armour.
That's -4, yeah.
Yep. So
it's D6 damage, but minimum of 3.
okay, I have a feeling pain. So
that is. Oh, hang on. Do I need to roll them one at a time?
yeah, but what we can do is keep those rolls, and
Yeah.
we'll roll a d3 for each one for what will come first.
Okay.
So do it like 1, 2, 3. Which
Okay.
one came first?
So which one came? As in this one first, yeah?
Yeah, it's starting.
So that was the third?
The 16th first.
Oh, okay, 16th
and then,
third. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, cool.
so 6 up to my pain. Make 1, but that's 5 wounds. That's I believe that's 1 dead. And just let me double check their wounds. They're not overly tough. Atom Ridge Runners. Wounds. Wounds 8. Okay, we've got 8 wounds.
Okay, lovely.
So
that's
that one's
5
taken
so
5,
far.
so it's got
So
3
it's
left.
5 on the next one.
So yeah, the 1 to 3, or sort of 1 to 3, 4, 5, 6. Which one came next?
Oh, okay.
So 5.
Yeah.
So 6s. I save 2. Take exactly 3 wounds, which is enough to kill me.
Yeah.
So do I explode? I do not.
Okay.
So that's the first one dead.
And then 3.
And 3 on the second one, on a 6 up, because of the flare launchers, which you don't get, so I take 3 wounds on the second one.
Okay. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And then we'll go into the aberrants with the heavy onslaught. So miss with 2, reroll the 1. And then this is strength 5.
Yep, toughness 4.
Toughness 4, are they?
Yeah,
Well,
toughness 4 aberrants. It's because everything's toughness 3 and they're 1 toughness higher.
Ah, okay.
So
So that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
9.
At minus 2.
Minus 2, so they're straight onto their feel no pain type save.
Yep, which is
So-
5 up, isn't it?
Yep, 5 up. I get minus 1 damage, but you're only damage 1, so it's just 5 up. That's a good roll. That's 1.5 dead, 2.5 dead.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not going to stop.
And then we'll go with heavy bolters. Reroll the 1. And then again we freeze. 2, 1, so 4.
Minus 2 because of doctrine.
Yep.
So 5 ups. Take 3 wounds. Should I reroll that? That's definitely
You can reroll it,
definitely
yeah.
cocked. So take 2 wounds. That's 1 and a wound. Okay, he's just.
And then we have the Iron Harm. Reroll the 1, so the captain. And then this will be 4s.
Yep.
So 3 at minus 2.
3 at minus 2. So just straight onto my 5 ups, which I failed. So they're gone.
Okay. So that is that done, and then we've got water shooting. Okay, so we're shooting this repulsor next. The Jackal bikes are getting the heavy laser destroyer, the heavy onslaught's going into the neophytes, and everything else is going into the Brood Brothers. So starting off, this is all going to be minus 1 to hit because I'm shooting through a lot of dense cover, and the Jackals are minus 1 anyway, but it would have been dense cover. So this will be 4s, no rerolls there, and then it will be 2s. Which is both wounds?
Yep, you're minimum 3 damage, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yep, so that's 2 dead.
Okay. And then we are going to go with the heavy onslaught. The heavy onslaught into the neophytes. So this is 4s, rerolling 1s. And then freeze.
Freeze, yeah.
Yeah, so 6, 7.
7 into neophytes. It's minus 2, so there's no save there.
Okay.
I don't get a bonus for cover, do I?
No, because dense cover. No, because you're not behind it. I can see it.
Let's have a quick check.
Okay, we'll check that. So, didn't get any cover, so we're going to go into the heavy bolter. So only 2 hits, but I have got 3 ones to
Is it
reroll.
minus 1?
Huh?
Is it minus 1?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
And then this will be 3s.
Yep.
2. Minus 2.
No save.
And then the
Squidge.
Iron Howl. Reroll the 1. So it's only 1 hit there. Another 1. And then the Icarus, which is still just minus 1. Reroll those. Just 2. And this will be freeze. Yep, 2 more.
2 more.
And then I'm not sure. I think that might be everything.
Everything that's got range.
Yep, that is the lot that has range. So we'll come back with. Okay, so these are going to fire into the neophytes. The last 2, just because I want to get rid of them, because I don't just want 1 hanging about being annoying, doing stuff like actions. So will be minus 1 to hit because it's through dense cover, pretty much, and it will be 3s.
Wound. That's a good roll.
Yeah. So 4, 8.
8 wounds. No AP on these, right?
No AP, no, not in this.
So
not
they-
in this battle round.
Because they're Rusty Claw, they're getting a 4+ save now. Doesn't matter.
Okay. And then we'll go with these boys into the other ones.
Yep.
No rerolls. Although they're not going through dense cover.
Yeah, no,
So
it'll
it'll
be
be
good here.
freeze. And then freeze again. So we have 4, 8 again.
8 again.
Yeah.
So these are only getting a 5 up. Which I passed 2 off, they're gone.
Okay. So then we'll come back with what we're going to shoot next. Okay, so these bikes to shoot next, they're going to shoot the unit behind. So we are hitting on 3s. And then we are wounding on 3s. That is 9. Oh, that was a hit.
There's a 2 in the middle there.
That's not. So it's
8.
8.
8 again.
Yeah, I love the 8.
Have you got a Corn's blessing on you?
It's a number of white scars, really. Maybe they're falling in disguise because these are destroyers, so they do love a bit of
6 up save.
aggression.
These are my armor. Oh, look at that.
Nice.
6 die.
Lovely.
From back squad.
Okay, so we will come back with the charge phase. We're going to charge in here. There's no Overwatch. I do only get a 4, but that will be enough.
Yeah.
So we'll come back with a fight phase. Okay, so because I charged, I've got 19 attacks because these bikes are awesome. This is what these bikes are made for. Okay, so I'm hitting on 3s. I've not got any rerolls because there's no one about to give them rerolls. And then we'll be wounding on 3s.
Freeze again, yep. Good roll.
Okay, so it's -1, and that is 8, 9, 10, 11.
11 saves. 11. So I need at least like 2 6s here for the squad to live.
We've got at least 1, 2,
there is 2
3.
in there.
Oh no, it's 2. Yeah,
2 in there, so there should be 1 left. He's just
Okay.
a sergeant.
Cool, cool.
I will quickly just check one little aura. Okay, so it can't be the sergeant, so it's got to be that guy left alive.
Okay, so we'll be back. Well, that is the end of White Scars. Morale.
Yeah, I'm not going to pile in and fight there because I don't want to move out of my Patriarch's aura.
Right, what is the aura?
Which gives them fearless.
Oh, okay. So these 2 units over here are fearless, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
The bike squad?
Bike lost 3 in this turn, so... look at that.
I think he actually only lost 2, but...
2. Leadership 7, so yeah, and on 8 he flees.
Okay. And that was it. Well, the rest died, didn't they? And they're fearless because of the aura from the Patriarch.
Yes.
Lovely. Okay, so we're going to go into Sam's turn 2. Okay, so we have Genestealer Cult turn 2 movement. These guys have dropped in. There's another 10-man unit there, and the Primus, the 10-man unit, is deploying scramblers in my zone. There's a Clamavus there as well. This guy is deploying scramblers in the 6 inches away, so it's basically middle of field. And then these guys have moved up, and the Patriarch and those guys have moved up too. This little blob at the back stayed there. These guys have dropped in over here on the objective, and the Magus has dropped in here to try and take control of this repulsor, which apparently you can shoot with all its weapons, which I didn't know. I thought it was just one. Okay.
So moving into Psychic, I think that's the first thing we're going to do.
Yeah.
Mind Control cast on 7. That is an 8.
Yep.
Cast.
I've got no other 9.
So I've got to roll 3d6 and beat your leadership. Your leadership 8 on those.
9 I think, but might, yeah.
9 is of equal, so that will do.
Is it equal or beat?
I'm pretty certain it's equal or beat. I will just double check. Mind Control. 3d6. Yeah, if I get less, then nothing happens.
Okay, yeah, so you've equaled it.
So I will declare some shooting.
Okay.
Because it happens immediately. Give me a moment to figure out what everything's got.
We'll be back in a second. So, he's taking control. He's going to shoot the heavy laser destroyer.
Yep, so this will be freeze. I don't get the benefit of your auras.
No.
Because it counts as an enemy model. And then freeze again. So that's 2 wounds.
I go straight through.
It's d6, isn't it?
Yep.
So that's 9 wounds.
Cool.
Then it was the heavy onslaught, which is 12 shots.
Yep.
Into the front squad of Marines. Sorry, back squad.
Yeah.
Back front to you.
Yeah.
Is there another 2 in there? There is. So that's an average hit roll. And then freeze. Not bad. 5 wounds. It will only be -1 because you're now in tactical doctrine.
So 4 ups. 4 go through, so it's 2 dead.
Yeah. And then everything else is going into the other squad of Marines. So we'll start with a twin heavy bolter. 6 shots. Reading on 3s. Gross. 4 wounds, -1.
1.
Yep, so that's just 1 dead Marine.
Yeah.
It's got what, 2 storm? Let's do the Icarus Iron Hail Heavy Stubber.
Yeah.
So this will be 4s because it's a not flyer. Then 4s again. It's 1 wound, -1 for the Icarus Stubber.
Saves.
Then it's got
Twin iron hail heavy stubbers. So 6 shots.
6.
These are strength 4.
So this will be 3s.
Yep.
Because they're not Icarus. 4s, 2 wounds.
Go through.
Yep, so no 1 dead. Then we've got 2 storm bolters,
Yep.
which are in rapid fire. So 3s. Ooh, that biffed it. Good job it wasn't 4s. And then 4s. That's 3 wounds, -1 because it's doctrine.
Do you get my doctrine?
It's all your rules. It's your model.
Okay.
So I just don't. It counts as an enemy model. So
Okay.
it gets its own rules.
I'll have to take some.
And then I do believe it's just the 2 frag storm grenade launchers left, which I get 6 shots from. Hitting on 3s. This is extremely rude. 2 wounds. I'm seeing -1.
It's 1 wound.
Alright, is that all the guns it's got? I believe it.
Yeah.
Okay. So not as much damage as it could have done, when you think about it.
It's done quite a lot of damage though.
Yeah.
Considering we have, like, it's my own.
It's your own unit.
Yeah, but you just got a load of free shooting. Okay, so we're back with the next lot of shooting.
Patriot.
Psychic phase again, sorry. So, Patriot.
I'm pretty sure he's got Might from Beyond. No, he's got Massive Notice, I believe. Okay, this is going to be annoying. Okay, so the Magus over here is going to turn to Might from Beyond on the Patriarch. Nope. And the Patriarch will Massive Notice these.
Yep.
That is a cast.
Cool.
So they get -1 to hit and they can't overwatch plant.
Okay, psychic phase done.
That is the psychic phase done. Start the shooting phase. The Jackal Alphas chooses these bikes as his priority target.
Yep.
And then we'll go into the Ridge Runners. So the Ridge Runners will target them with their stubbers.
Yep.
And the Repulsor I just took control of with the heavy mine lasers.
Yep.
So 6 shots per dude, stubber wise, into these.
Okay.
Be hitting on. I'm getting no pluses to these at all currently, so hitting on 4s because we're both within 3 inches of this. Is that the way it works?
Yeah, yeah.
And there's a 3 in there. Be wounding on 5s, it's only strength 4. That is 4 wounds. That's gross. No AP.
2 wounds.
Yeah. And then 2 mining lasers at the repulsor in the middle, so 2d3 for 4 shots. That's pretty average. And then 4s to hit. 1 missed. 3s to wound. That is 1 wound, -3.
Saves.
Look at that, lovely. We'll then go into this neophyte squad.
Yep.
We're going to aim at these bikes.
Mm-hmm.
So there is 1 las pistol, 6 las guns, and grenade launcher and 2 mine lasers. So we'll do the 6 auto rifles even. And 4s, getting +1 to hit because of the Jackal Alpha, so hitting on 3. So
You're just dense cover, so
yep,
cancels out.
-1. And then wounding on 5s. No wounds from that. Let's have a crack grenade. That's a hit on a 3 to wound. That's a wound, -1 AP from a crack grenade.
Saves.
Yep, and 2 regular mining lasers. Both hit. Both wound, -3.
Both go through.
So the first one does 6 damage, the second one does 5 damage.
It's 2 dead bikes.
2 dead bikes. Very nice. Mining lasers seem to be a little good. We'll then take this squad of neophytes that arrived here and we'll just have a shot up at these guys with both 10. So that's 5, 6 and 8 auto rifles.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s, with 3 hits, wounding on 5s, no wounds.
Okay.
And a crack grenade from the grenade launcher. It hits, doesn't wound.
Okay. Any more shooting?
We've just got the Jackal Alpha with his sniper rifle. He's going to have a shot at that Marine.
Okay.
4 hits. And a wound, does a mortal wound in addition.
Okay.
So -2 on the save.
Yeah.
And D3 damage. 1? I think it's D3 damage. I will double check that.
Okay.
Just quickly, but that is all of my shooting.
Okay, we'll come back with the charging the bike.
Yep. Just get in there. Boop. I'm going to put myself there.
Cool.
Then big charge. So big
Over here.
15-man unit of acolytes with the rock saws charging the 3 bikes.
Yeah.
Did you want to Overwatch?
Might as well. I don't think I'm going to have much left to use command points on in a second, so.
Yeah. Well, you got your melt dudes to come back on.
I have. 2.
Yep.
1.
1 very dead. Nothing I can do about that.
Okay, so you've got 14 dudes to charge.
Yep. So I'm getting +1 to charge because I'm Cult of the 4 Emperor, and +1 to charge because of the Clan of us. So I'm getting a 7. That is an 8 rolled, so I'm charging 10. And
Okay, great.
Yeah,
we'll be back with once we've moved the charges in for some fighting.
okay, so acolytes starting the fight phase. We've started with the rock saws that are in there. So because of the Primus' extended aura, I am in range of them, and when my meticulous planner is on these bikes, so I'm hitting 4 2s because the rock saws don't give me -1 to hit. Strength is 8, so winning on 3s. Rerolling 1 because my meticulous planner. And that is 6 wounds. I just need to check the 8. Rock saws are AP3.
Okay, they'll go through.
They are 2 damage each.
So that's 3 dead bikes.
Oh wow. He failed 6. Yeah, Bliminek.
Okay, I'm not going to interrupt, so do you want to go with your Patriarch?
Yep, Patriarch has 6 attacks. Hitting on 2s. No rerolls on the hit rolls. Wounding on 3s, control 6. That is 4 wounds at -3.
Three go through.
And then D3s. That is 5
5
wounds. Yep. Whew. Looking good, looking good.
Okay, so that is the end of the fight phase. We'll do some consolidation, morale. I'm going to spend 2 CP to auto pass that guy there.
Yep.
These guys I'm going to roll for, which is fine, for 4. And that'll be about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll be back with White Scar's turn 2. Okay, so White Scar's movement turn 2. The chaplain has jumped over here just because he's a boss and he needs to screen. Lack of screening, so I'm now screening with characters. These have just shuffled around to do a bit of screening. He's sort of shuffled up a bit. This is moved. These have just shuffled around in a big semicircle for screening. He's just staying on there because he's just capping that objective, being boss. So we are going to go into White Scar's turn. Oh, and Sam's just kind of reminded me, the Eradicators have jumped in here so we can have some pot shots at the Patriarch because it's worth quite a few points to us. So we're going to go into the shooting. And what are we going to go with first? I think we'll go with this chaplain with his flamer. So it's D6 shots for 3. Wounding on
Tough for 3. 3s.
so 2.
2 wounds. AP
-1, yeah.
Yeah, because of Doctrine.
Doctrine.
So saving on a 6. Oh, I mean, it adds up to more than 6.
It does add up to more than 6. Okay. And then we'll also shoot with the calm as well. So I'm hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s. That is 4 wounds at -1.
Again, 6s. Oh, I got 1.
Yeah. So 3 more dead. And we'll be back with what we Okay, so these 3 are going to fire into the Magus. So we are hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s because of the guy. Didn't do very well there. Freeze. So it's 4 minus 1.
4 minus 1, so I'm looking for a 6 to stay alive. There's 2.
It's 2 of them.
Take 2 wounds.
Okay, so we've got the other guy over there. He's going to fire. 2 hits. 2 wounds.
Need another 6 to stay alive. Oh, it doesn't even add up.
Lovely.
By what? Die by
He's
me?
dead.
Vegas.
Okay, so then we'll do the 3 that are in range of the... Are they Brood Brothers or Neophytes?
They are neophytes.
The Neophytes, so with 3 that are in range of that. Few misses there. And then 3s. Yep, 4 wounds.
4 wounds. Okay, they are Rusty Claw, so you're AP 1, so I'm getting +1 to my save, so I'm saving on a 5. I still roll a 6. 3 die.
Okay. So we're back with some repulsors. Okay, so we're firing with this repulsor. We're going heavy laser destroyer into them. We're going all of the 36-inch weaponry into them. And then we're going with the heavy onslaught into these. So we'll start with the heavy onslaught.
You're hitting on 4s now, aren't you?
Will be, yeah.
Because you degraded.
Yep. Oh, I was rerolling ones, don't have any more than ones. And then this will be 3s. So it's 4.
4 at -1, so
Yep.
6s. Make 1. Yay!
Yep. So another 3 dead. And then we will do the heavy laser destroyer into the neophytes over there. 3 hits. 2 wounds.
2. Yeah.
They're dead.
Dead.
Then we'll do heavy stabbers into the other neophytes. Reroll those ones.
You -1 to hit because of
I might.
terrain. And you're hitting on 4s.
Probably I am, yeah.
Yeah, so
it's 1 hit. 1 wound.
AP1 on a stabber, right?
Yep.
Yep, so...
No, this is on a heavy bolt, but it's still AP1.
Yeah, so no save. That's 1 dead. Okay.
And then the Iron Hail Stubber. 1 hit.
Nope.
Nope. And then the Icarus one. And then 1 wound. -1.
-1, so 5 up. That's it.
Cool.
Good old Rusty Claw.
See, they're more durable than you think, these Genestealer Cult. So we'll come back after Sunday. Okay, so we're going to do heavy destroyer, heavy laser destroyer, and the Icarus rocket pod into these. What are they called?
Ridge Runners.
Ridge Runners. Then we're going to do the all of the 36 weaponry into these 4 at the back. Then we're going to do all of the other small weaponry like Fragstorm, Grenade Launchers, and Storm Bottles into these, and then the heavy onslaughts into these. Okay, so we'll go with the heavy laser destroyers. So hitting on freeze.
You obscure.
No, it wouldn't matter.
Okay, I'm just checking.
That's not dense cover, yeah. And then wounding on 2s. Oh,
Is that 3?
there's 3 wounds.
3 wounds. Yep. So damage 1 at a time, because of the Feel No Pains.
Yep. So,
So
first one.
Getting
6.
6. So I've got a 6 up Feel No Pain save because my launcher, so I'll take 5, which is enough to
blow
kill
up?
it. Does it explode? Nope.
And then next one.
Does 1, and you can do does 3 because of minimum.
Oh yeah, minimum 3, yeah.
And the second one, just because it's on the last guy. 6. So we take 9 wounds.
So you need at least 2 to keep them alive.
Yep, 2 stay alive. There's 1. And if he explodes, he doesn't hurt anyone. So
I think you. Oh, is it only 3?
3 inches.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool, yeah,
it's
cool,
tiny.
cool. Okay, so the Icarus rocket pod is wasted, and then we'll go in with the heavy onslaught. Oh, if we can get enough dice, there you go. Rerolling all of those ones. All hit.
Very nice.
And then wounding on freeze. So that is 8.
Saving on 6s. There's 1 6 in there.
Okay, I don't think that's enough though. No, these ones.
7 die. Yeah, no, it's dead.
Okay. And then we'll do Storm Bolters, not in rapid fire. All hit. 2 wounds.
2 wounds, AP 1, saving on 6. Yup.
And then 2 frag storms. Oh. So 5. Reroll the ones. Miss. 3.
On 6s. Nope.
Not 3D. Okay, and then heavy bolt was into the guys at the back there by the Patriarch. Reroll the 1. This will be dense cover, so I'm hitting on 4s. 2.
2 wounds. -1, so 6s. Go on. Yeah, go on.
And then the Icarus. Reroll those 1s. And then freeze. 3.
3, -1 again.
Yeah.
6s. Ah, got one. Look at that.
And then the last Iron House. 3. And then 3.
Thanks for the mark of the beast. That's a D12, but sure, I didn't even roll a 6. That'll do.
Okay, the D12 didn't save him either. So that is the shooting.
It is.
I believe.
A lot of damage done.
Yep. So we're gonna come. Oh no, it isn't.
Oh no,
We've got the Eradicators.
We're gonna go after my kill pig,
Yep.
my Patriarch.
So 6 shots.
-1 to hit because of my wall trait.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Only 3 hits then. Saved you a couple of hits there.
Yep. Winning on 3s. Toughness 5.
Hang on. I might. Yeah, I'm going to CP that. Oh, it doesn't work.
Okay.
So 2.
2. Normally to have a 5-weapon on because of having a void worm, I get +1 to my saves against ranged weapons. Loves it.
Wow. Okay, that was pretty big.
Come get me.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll be coming back with the charge phase. I've decided not to charge over there, so we're just going to go into leadership since there's no fights to resolve.
Yep. So these guys lost 5, so leadership 7. They fail, so 1 dies, and there's 4 left. They're under half, so 1s and 2s are flee. So 2 more flee, so there's 2 left.
Yep.
Which is
morale is significantly better for Genestealer Cults now.
Yeah, I mean that would have just been them all dead on that roll.
Yep. You lost a couple over here.
Lost 1 guy from this squad.
Was it just 1? Was it?
So,
yeah.
And then half of that squad was 5, so leadership is 7. They're fine.
Lovely. And that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll come back with Genestealer Cult turn 3.
Okay, so we're part way through deploying my reserves. The Kellamorphs come on. I'm spending 3 command points to shoot him when he arrives on from reserves. So he's going to fire 1 of his pistols at the single marine,
Yeah.
and 2 at the other squad.
Yeah.
So 1's shooting the single marine, he's on 2s, and for each hit he gets an additional shot. So he hits him 4 times. That's very nice. Wounds on 4s. That's 3 wounds at -1.
He's dead.
And his second load of pistols will shoot the other 5 marines. So it's for extra 3 shots. And then wounding on 4s, so it's 5 wounds, -1. And they're 2 damage.
Just come, 2 dead.
Okay.
So come back with the rest of the tour.
Okay, so that's all my reserves down. I've got more acolytes over here capping this objective because I didn't really want to try and charge repulsors, and I think the Kellamorphs got it over. I have made a mistake in the blunder here, realising that I couldn't get to the repulsor with those jackals.
You've got 2 in range, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got two in range. But if I brought the Kellamorph down, because the stratagem goes in order of the reserves coming down, could have sniped the chaplain with the Kellamorph because he can target characters, and then put the jackals down. So I've misordered, but I think we'll be okay. It's fine.
Yeah, I was just saying, I think if you had got it in the right order, this game might be over a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
But let's go into the psychic phase.
The only psychic I've really got is the Patriarch.
Yeah.
Who is just gonna, he's just gonna smite.
Okay.
Because there's nothing really else to do. Oh, that's rude. I'm gonna have to spend a command point because I'm not giving up that many wounds.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a cast.
Okay.
It does 2 wounds.
Lovely. So one of them's got 1 wound left.
Yep. And we'll then move straight into shooting.
Yeah.
So Jack-o'-lanterns will obviously, it'll designate the doodles over there.
They've got to be within a certain range.
They've got to be in line of sight within 36, but
Okay.
I don't think it's actually going to make a difference. So actually, just let me check the range. He'll designate your warlord,
Okay.
and I'll have a
Snipe?
yeah, I'll have a snipe at your warlord because it's not going to do anything, but it hits. He's a 5 to wound. It wounds and does a mortal wound.
Lovely.
It's a -2 sniper rifle.
-2. This is 4 up and bar.
Okay, lovely. So he just takes 1 mortal wound.
Yeah.
That's that. We'll do the Kellamorph into those 2 marines there.
Yeah.
So, oh sorry, 3 marines.
3 marines. Yeah.
Hitting on. So that's 5 extra shots. Good old Kellamorphs are so good. They're still underpriced, I think, for 80 points. Is it 85? Something like that. Hitting on 4s. 5 wounds.
5 wounds. At minus, what is it?
-1. And they're 2 damage.
They're all dead. Okay.
I'll move on to, I guess these acolytes will have a punt at these guys over here.
Yep.
Let's see, there's 2 out of range, so that's 13 shots.
13 shots.
9, 12, 13. Hitting on 4s. It's good job 1s don't do anything bad. Winning on 5s. There's 1 wound.
Saves.
It was worth a punt. We've got a single las gun in there that can have a go at him. That's 2 hits. That's a wound. Come on, single dude. No.
Saves.
We'll move to the demo charges.
Okay.
So 2 command points to throw all the grenades and do the rusty claw stratagem. So 3 of them are going into the chaplain, 2 of them into the repulsor.
Yep.
So let's do the 2 into the repulsor. This is the main event. 8 shots.
Yep.
I can't re-roll the amount of shots, can I? Oh no, I've already used the command point to save. So we're looking at 3s to hit. And this. There's 5 hits, and then 3s to wound. Oh, it's 3 wounds, -3. It's not going to do much.
Save 1.
Yeah. Does you 4 damage.
Okay.
And then
the 3 for the...
3 into the chaplain. That's
12.
12 shots. 3, 6, 9, 12 shots. Hang on, 3s. Winning on 2s. Ooh, there's 2 ones in there. That's 5 wounds.
Okay, 4 up in van. 1 goes through.
Oh, he's not going to die. Takes 2 damage.
Okay. So we're back with some more shooting, let's say? Okay, some pistols going from here into the chaplain.
So the Primus with his needle pistol. Oh my god, what's the ballistic skill of a Primus? Ballistic skill is 3+. Boo.
Misses.
And then 5 water pistols. Let's see if we can just tag him. 5s. 1 wound.
So go through.
1 damage. I believe that is all my shooting because these guys are all out of range. So
Okay.
moving straight into the charges, we'll try and charge the acolytes into the chappie.
Okay, go for it.
It's a 9-inch charge, but I'm getting +1 because of the Magus. That's a 9.
That's it.
Magus, I mean Clamorous.
Clamorous, yep.
Yep.
So that'll be in.
So that'll be in.
Any
And
other
then
charges?
we'll do the Patriarch into these guys.
Yep.
You can't overwatch because of Amulet of the Voidworm. So we'll put him there, and then we'll try and charge them,
Yep.
needing an 8-inch charge. Do you want me to re-roll that?
Yeah, go on. Just because.
A 9 will do. So yeah, I'll move those in, and
any other charges? No?
No.
All good.
No,
Okay,
good.
so we'll move them in and we'll come back for the fight phase. So he has the 5 acolytes fighting into the chaplain.
Yep. I've just left them within range of the Primus Aurorus, which is extended because of his warlock trait, so I'm hitting on 2s. It was a good job I'm hitting on 2s, there was a handful in there. And then wounding on 4s. 6s are obviously rending, but you got a 4 up in one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not a wound, that's 6 wounds. Minus, 1 is -4, and my 1 is 5 and -1.
Oh, so they're all
So,
4 ups.
Yeah, they'll all be 4 ups.
Okay, I think the chaplain might be dead.
Fucking hope.
Yeah, the chaplain's dead.
That's cool. They will now tag the repulsor.
Yeah.
Did you want to interrupt with your 3 dudes?
Yeah, I might as well.
Yeah.
They will have 2, 4, 6, 9. So I'll go into that unit.
Yeah.
Why not? I don't think I'm going to kill the other dude, so we freeze.
Very nice. Yeah, I don't get -1 to hit and
then
come back. It's toughness 5 on that. Sorry, toughness 3 on the unit.
So
It's 5 wounds?
6.
6 wounds. On 5 ups.
Yeah, no AP.
Oh, okay. Save with 2.
Oh, hang on, is this turn 3?
This is down 3. You'd be in Doctrine, wouldn't you?
Yeah, so it is
so
AP.
5. 1, 4, 5. So rude. Let's do the Patriarch, Mr. Killpig. 6 attacks. Hit on 2s. Oh, for God's sake. And then wounding on 3s with rerolls. Okay, so these 2 are -3. So if you do those first for me.
Yeah, let's go for it.
So that's 1 dead and D3 on the other. So 1 wound.
Why is it 1? Oh, because he's got 1 wound left.
Yeah. And then these
So-
2 are -6 free damage. So
-6, okay.
yeah, so they just blend
they're
at that
both
point.
dead. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So Killpig stands there. I believe that is it.
That is it. Do they need morale?
No, because they're not the same. No, they're not the same detachments. They wouldn't morale. 5 is a fail, so there is 10 there. 6.
Well, 1 will be gone, mate.
Yeah, so 9 on 1s. That's just
Good.
1. And does your repulsor gets to try and bonk me, doesn't it? Consolidate into him.
I should imagine.
Yeah.
What are the attacks on a repulsor? 6 attacks.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Oh. And I just imagine they're hitting on 6s though.
Yes.
Okay, 6 attacks. Nothing.
Cool.
I am re-rolling 1, so. Hey, I got 1.
Come on, run one over.
Yay!
Yep, you
Yay.
run a dude over.
Okay. Do these need to take morale? No.
No, they've only lost 1, so.
Okay, so we're back with White Scars turn
Turn 3.
3. Okay, so we've done some movement. This repulsor's moved up, and these have advanced over to here, and the Carnon bike has just moved up a little bit. We're seriously low on units, and we haven't scored much on primary, so we're going to be struggling, I think, for primary and just generally victory points in general. But let's see if we can, do something. So we're going to come back with some shooting. Okay, we're shooting these at this guy over here, and there's been a recent FAQ to White Scars that if you advance, you don't get the penalty to shooting. It's just called lightning, whatever it is. They made the change. Instead of just bikes, it's just all units. So we'll be hitting on 3s.
Do you get -1 because I'm in the obscured cover?
I can see your whole base.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Just to be sure.
Yeah. And then,
That's 3, so freeze again.
so 4.
4 wounds, good killing. AP 0, right?
Yeah.
So getting a 4-up save. Takes 2.
Okay. Got 2 left, yeah?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, we'll be back with some more shootings. Okay, so we're going to go with the Stubbers and Laser Destroyer, not Stubbers, sorry, Rocket Pod and Laser Destroyer into the Xenomorph. We're going to do all the Stubbers into these 2 over here. We're going to do all of the Onslaught and the Heavy Bolters into these bikes, and then we're going to do the Frag Storm and the Storm Bolters into these. So we'll start off with the Laser Destroyers. So we're looking for
5s?
4
Yeah.
5s, yeah. So we've got 1,
Yeah, that'll do it.
2s. Do I re-roll?
You got your pod.
I have.
He does only have 2 wounds remaining.
I do need him dead. So I'm going to re-roll that.
Sure.
Yep.
There we go. He's very dead.
Good. And then we are going to go into the Stubbers, into the 2 guys at the back there. So this will be 4s. No re-rolls. And then 3s. So 2.
2.
-1.
-1, so saving on 5. Yep.
And then, oh, they're both dead, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, again. And then we've got the heavy onslaught into these bikes here. Lots of 1s that we need to
They
reroll.
are -1 to hit as well because of the bikes.
Okay, so I will be hitting on 5s then. That was a hit.
Yeah, that's cool.
So just the 4. And then freeze. So that's 2.
Yep. -1.
Yep.
Was it? So 5s. Save 1. 1 damage.
Yep.
Take a wound.
And then heavy bolters. Reroll. And then freeze. 3.
-1, so
Yep.
5 ups. Save 1, so take 2 wounds.
Okay. And then we had 5 storms into these guys. So that's 8 shots. Be hitting on 4s. Oh, being degraded is really hurt.
Yeah.
And
One.
1
Boom.
saves. And then the storm bolters.
Yep.
Don't hit.
Reroll ones.
Reroll ones.
1.
Yep.
Wound. 5 up save. It's a 5.
Saves it.
Look at that.
Okay, so we'll come back with what we're going to shoot next. Okay, so we shoot with this repulsor. So we're doing twin heavy bar into this one guardsman, wherever he is, brood brother over there.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do all of the stubbers and the small arms into these. We're going to do the heavy onslaught and the rocket pod into these, and we're going to do the heavy destroyers into these. So we'll start off with the heavy bolt and see if this brood brother survives. I really don't want him to.
Would be -1.
Oh, he's going to survive, isn't
Was that 1 hit?
he? Yeah.
Oh, 3 to wound. Yes!
Wow.
The invincible guardsman. We shall call him Jeff.
Okay. That is not what we wanted. Okay, so we'll shoot the laser destroyer into this guy. Reroll the 1. So 4 hits. That is only 2 wounds.
2 wounds. He's guaranteed.
Oh yeah,
no
guaranteed
invuln.
dead, yeah. My rolls today, it's not going well. It's not going in my favour. So we'll do the heavy onslaught into these guys. Reroll as 1s, they are -1 to hit naturally, so they didn't convert. And then we are
Freeze.
winning on freeze. Only 3.
Saving on 5s. Because Rusted Claw. That's 4, so that's
2 more dead. And then we've got the rocket pod, which is D3 for free. Will be -1, so 4s. So 2 that go through. And then for 2, so strength 7.
Strength 7 tough 4 on those.
Oh yeah, so freeze.
Yep, so 1. -1, so 5 up save. Yup. It's 2 damage, isn't it?
D3, I think. I'll roll D3 and see what it is. Yeah, it's good. Okay, and then we'll do the stubbers. This is the normal one. Reroll the 1. And then freeze. That's 4.
4 wounds. And that's on the acolytes.
Yes.
Which are AP 1, so 6 is on these.
Stubbers, yeah, AB1, yeah.
Yep, so 3 die. So there is
1 left.
1 left.
Okay, we'll do the other stubbers. These are 4s because of. Yeah. 2.
Looking for a double 6. Nope. Doesn't even add up.
Okay, so they are dead. Are you going to do... What are you doing about morale here?
So it's a 50-50 chance. I might, because if you
You haven't got
die...
enough CP to roll the pass, have you? You've only got
no, I've
1.
only got the 1. So I might... 50-50 chance. So 1, 2, 3 lives. He
Oh! That was... Just things aren't going my way. I needed that to get grind them down. That was why I needed that.
lives. Yeah, it's close.
So I think that is it. There's no charges to be made.
You do get another 6 points from assassinate for another 2 characters.
Yes, I do. So we'll be back with Genestealer Cult, turn 4. Okay, so movement. These have all moved over here. Clamor vs. Stay where he is, and these all shuffled round. And then Sam's going to restore D6 Brood Brothers to this squad over here.
Cult reinforcements, so 4, so it goes up to a 5-man squad.
Lovely.
When I find all the dead Brood Brothers.
Yeah, and then we'll be back for some Psychic. Okay, also this bike has moved here, so to contest the objective. So we're going to go on to the Psychic phase.
So Magus is hiding behind this rock now, so she can't do anything of worth. Patriarch's out of range to do anything of worth, so he's not going to do anything. And then the other Magus is like dead and buried.
So we're going to go
straight to shooting.
Straight to shooting, so we're back with some shooting. Okay, this Neo Fight Squad is going to shoot into these Marines.
Yep, so there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 auto rifles in there. Getting 2 hits on 2 wounds. 1 wound, sorry.
Saves.
A crack grenade. It hits. It wounds.
Saves.
And 2 mine lasers on 5s. Yep.
Okay.
And then Jackal Alphas will just have a punt at them.
Yep.
Hits. Does a wound.
Thought he was going to do another.
-2.
Okay.
Yeah, gets 1 through, so it's D3 damage. 3 damage. Snipes Marine.
Cool, cool.
That is about it for my shooting. We're in the stage of just hide for the rest of the game now, I think.
What about this guy down here?
Oh, the bike. Yeah, might as well have a shot at the repulsor with his shotgun. 2 hits. I need to roll that again to wound. No.
Okay. So that's that.
That is that. That's my turn 4 done.
Okay.
Nice and easy.
So we'll be back with turn 4 for what? This repulsor is just shunting forwards. This kind of bike has advanced up and paid a CP to advance and shoot because I've got a few. This is just shunted just slightly forward to get on the objective, but hasn't moved over half. And then these have advanced up. So we're going to go in first off with the Khan bike, and he's going to shoot at these acolytes. So we're hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. And then we're wounding on 3s. So it's only 2 wounds.
2 wounds, saving on 5s. Save 1.
Okay.
I have to be careful where I take them from.
Then we're going to come back because this repulsor's going to fire, just not sure where yet. Okay, so this is shooting. It's going to shoot heavy destroyer, onslaught Gatling cannon, and the twin heavy bolter into the squad there, and then the stubbers are going to go into the acolytes over here. So onslaught Gatling cannon. This will be hitting on 4s with no rerolls because the Capitana's left. What am I winning on? 3s.
3s.
So that is 5 at -1.
5 -1. So because of Rusted Claw again, getting +1 to my save. Okay. 2 dead.
This is the way life goes sometimes, guys. Don't let it get you down. You just carry on regardless. So
you got it.
heavy bottle.
You got it. You got this.
And 3s, 4.
4. Again, it's only
Same
-1, so 5s. So 2 of those. Saving
Okay.
well.
You are saving very well. And then heavy laser destroyer. 2 hits. 2 wounds.
Yeah.
It's 2 dead.
Zap and zap.
And then stubbers over into the acolytes. Three hits. 2 wounds.
And you're on 6 up for them. Nope.
And then I'm only hitting on 5s because it's -1. Another 1.
No 1 on a 6. Try again. Nope.
Okay. So we'll be back. Actually, we're going to go straight in with these 2, and they're going to fire into that squad.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh. Freeze.
1.
1 on a 4 up because of Rusted Claw. That's it.
Saves. Okay. It's not what we wanted. It's not what we wanted. We'll be back with what we're going to shoot next. Okay, laser destroyer and all the small arms are going into this, just in case the laser destroyer doesn't do the job. Heavy onslaught into the unit on the left, and then all the stubbers and heavy bolters into the unit on the right. So laser destroyer first.
On
I only hit twice.
Come on, double one. Just to be irritating. No, he's dead. It's a dead
The
Jack.
bike is gone. And then we will go with the heavy onslaught, which will be 4s because of terrain. That was a good roll. And then 3s. Nice. Going better. So it's 7.
Let's
Get rid of them.
Let's not roll a d12 again. 6s. No, they're gone.
Good. Start making some work, boys. Doing some work with these repulsors. So, twin heavy bowler. That is 5 hits. Wounding on 3s. That is 4 wounds. -1.
4 wounds on the Brood Brothers. So on 6s. That's 6 dice, but it didn't make 1.
Okay, so it's just 4 dead.
Yeah.
And then Iron Howl. Wow. And then 3s, so it's 1.
Nope.
And then the other stubber. 3 hits.
Back down to just Jeff.
Jeff better die. It's only 2 wounds.
Come on,
Double
Jeff.
6 will save him.
You've got this. No.
No,
Yeah, it's up to 6.
Thank God. Okay, so that is the shooting phase. We erased some stuff, a couple of units. We are going to charge the canvas over here. Are you going to Overwatch?
Of course. No.
Okay, so we're going for a charge. We got an 8.
Mark a corn.
That will be enough.
You've rolled a lot of 8s.
We're gonna move them in. Can't charge over here because we're out of distance. Otherwise, definitely would have tried. So we'll be back with the 5. Okay, so Khan has 5 attacks plus D3 because of his Warlord trait, which is 1. So we are going to be hitting on 2s, re-rolling once, all hit, and then we're going to be wounding on 2s because I'm showing toughest 3 is he? Oh my god.
That's, how much damage are these?
These are D3 plus 1.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay, good. Okay, so that is turn 4 wrapped up for the White Scars. We're going to do some points and then we're going to come back with Genestealer Cult turn. I forgot some leadership over here.
Needing a 1. Nope. So 1 dies. Rolling for the other 2. Not looking for 2s. So 2 die.
1 left. Okay, that's interesting. Very interesting.
Movement's got no.
Okay, the Magus is behind this rock, hiding because he gives up points. We've got D6, so 2 of these guys came back, and then the Jackal Alpha is moved over to here to deny me some points, and then the Patriarch has moved up to here.
So Psychic's pretty easy.
Yep.
We're going to smite with the Patriarch.
Yep.
Bam.
Yep.
So take D3 more wounds. 3 more wounds.
Nice.
What we like to see. Shooting is also pretty easy. We've got 3 guys here. It's all my special weapons. So 2 mine lasers into the dudes.
Yep.
On 4s. It's 1 hit. On a 2. God's sake. And then a grenade. Misses. And then Alpha will have a shot at them. Misses because he moved. And then straight into charge phase. Nice and speedy. We're going to charge you.
Okay.
So I don't know what we need, but I'm pretty sure 7 will do. Yep, I am within 8 of you.
Yep.
So, nom 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 nom.
Cool, cool.
We'll then go straight in with his 6 attacks. Hitting on 2s. Of course, there's a double 1 in there. Always is. Winning on 3s. Reroll to wound. So that's 3 wounds at -3. D3
Okay.
damage.
Right, so I'll have to re-roll that one for command point. Still goes, what is it? Minus?
-3.
Oh, it goes 3, yeah.
Yep.
So
And
D3.
then 1 at -6. So, but that's flat 3 damage.
Okay, so he's dead.
Yeah, so it's 1d3. So it's d3 plus 3 damage.
Yeah, it's cool.
Dead dude. Now we'll just consolidate to look like that.
Yep.
Basically.
Nice. Okay.
Yep.
So,
That's my turn.
yep.
I get my engagement fronts again.
Yes. So we're going to White Scars turn 5. Okay, this propulsor, everything into him. So 2 shots, the laser destroyer.
Yep, he's minus 1 to hit.
1 hit. 1 wound.
Mighty 4 up invuln. I think that's when I'm going to use a command point reroll.
So
D6.
D6 for 5.
He's got 1 wound left.
Okay. I don't know. I'm missing 1, but it doesn't matter. I think that I'm going to get him. What is it?
4s. So
4.
and 4 ups. Yeah, he's dead.
Cool. And then we'll shoot this guy into the Jackal Alpha. So we'll do the heavy laser destroyer into him.
Yep.
And the heavy onslaught, and then everything else into the other guys. Oh wow. He's dead. And then twin heavy bolters. Only 1 wound. This is the onslaught.
Doesn't make it safe.
Okay. 2 more wounds.
Doesn't make it safe. Get on.
Okay, and then I'm going to do a 12-inch, about 15-inch charge on that Magus with them 2 intercessors.
Let's have a look. You are not within 12.
Okay, so if I get a double 6,
you have to be within 12 to declare, don't you?
if I get a double 6, Sam's going to let me charge the Magus. I didn't get it. Okay, so that is the end of the game, and we'll be back with the points. So the points ended up being 47 to the White Scars and 64 to the Genestealer Cult. Now, Sam, everyone keeps going about all these points going up, but you just beat Space Marines.
That was probably one of the better lists I could bring for Genestealer Cult, and I have 1 model left.
Yeah, I mean, my White Scars list was pretty elite with models, with the 2 war suits and the 2 repulsors taking up nearly 1,000 points.
Yeah.
And obviously Space Marines are meant to be a bit more elite, and they should be.
Yeah.
But I obviously found it hard to then score primaries, which is where you...
Yeah, I say total score I got like 40 on the primary and 24 on the secondary.
Yeah.
Where you only got 10 on the primary.
Yeah.
You smashed it in the secondary with 37 points. So yeah, if you've just been able to keep up the primary, which I think a bit more mass on your, like, the repulsors are really good and things that scare me because they just delete units, they delete 2 units a turn each.
Yeah.
And they were.
They are pretty horrendous for the amount of shots, but obviously...
They don't cap.
Yeah, and they've got a lot, like, it's a lot of points into 2 models. It's like 800 points nearly.
But at the same token, they were the only thing really left alive.
yeah, and they definitely kept me in the game, 100%. Like, without them, you know, you ended up with 1 Magus left on the board.
Yeah, little lady, just back here.
And that was it. Hiding so I couldn't get my last 5 points in a Pull the Witch.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, Sam definitely played better than me. He played really, really well. He played the list well. I mean, I still had like 6 or 7 command points left at the end of that game because I just wasn't really spending them, and I should have been looking for my stratagems, trying to come up with some ideas. Command
points are hard for Genestealer Cult because I'm used to starting with 21, and now I start with like 9.
Yeah,
you do get generating through the game, which is nice, keeps you going. But
yeah, Genestealer Cult looked good. I thought it was good. I mean, obviously you went first.
Yeah,
maybe it would have been different if I'd gone.
An optimised list is what I would say of what I've got here versus your take all comers almost. So yeah, I mean, it was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I just threw a list together and
I wouldn't say you've made any mistakes this game.
No, I mean, I sort of tried to screen out the best I could with very little screening, and which is, you know, one thing that Marines do struggle with Genestealer Cult, because you have to try and screen. And
with 6 objectives on the board as well, it's like when you've only got a handful of small units.
And especially when you can drop in and then like with your Kellermore,
Yeah.
shoot, and then drop in something that can come 3 inches away, and then absolutely obliterate all of your heavy stuff.
Which is a trick I totally missed.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, you didn't use it, but
It could have been savage. Like, I
Yeah.
could have had your Chaplain with the Kellermorph and then had your Repulsor with the demo charges.
100%, yeah. And then that repulsor would have been dead, and then suddenly I'm struggling even more. And then, like, I think if you'd done that, and I think the repulsor definitely would have died with all 5 of them going into it, I think then suddenly I'm seriously on the back foot, and I probably would have lost by an even bigger margin.
Yeah, a mistake we were chatting about was the mind control psychic power, that it can be read either way, but it says shoot a target, so when I took the repulsor I should have only been shooting at one other target.
Yeah, it says shoot another unit, so maybe I should have had some... Thing is, you might have...
I don't think it would have made a difference.
I think you might have done a lot more wounds to the repulsor. It might have been in worse state. You might have even killed the repulsor, so who knows what would have happened there.
So
but
I don't think it overly changed the outcome, but it was it could have been a mistake.
Yeah,
is what we were saying.
I think you just played really well, and Genestealer Cult did what they do well, is they scored objective and died.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way you've got to play them now. It's like you can't be expecting to wipe your opponent out because you just don't have the amount of characters you need and the stratagems you need to support all of your units.
Yeah.
So you've just got to play the mission and play what you can.
And they're good at it, and they've got a lot of tricks, and they've still got a lot of tricks, and they can still do a lot of things. So
yeah,
I thought it was a really good show of the Genestealer Cult.
I am enjoying them. I am enjoying them, and I did get very lucky. Like, didn't fail a charge all game long.
And it's very hard for me as a White Scars player because you sort of want the person to be on the board.
Yeah.
To then move up, to shoot them, to charge them, and all those sorts of things. Like the bikes, it's like, I sort of was having to use bikes to screen out, which is not what you want a 135 point unit
Yeah,
doing.
I think you were a little timid with your units to screen out because you were scared of the demo charges. But
yeah, but then if the demo charges had come down and killed a repulsor, that's like game over almost.
Yeah, so I'm quite surprised the Patriarch was almost alive at the end.
Almost, yeah. Well, to be honest, the Patriarch should have died turn 2 when I came down with the Eradicators, but I whiffed and you rolled well.
So that's the idea of making him hard to kill.
Worked well. Worked well.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll go. I'll do a little post chat on my own, and then we will see you in the next one.
Right. Bye.
Okay. Post game chat. Yeah, it was a bit of a different list for me to play. It was a close game, not so close on the points, but I think things have gone. Maybe I pushed out a bit earlier, and I needed to get on them objectives a bit earlier, really. So, but Sam played the mission really, really well. Had to be wary of his deep strike with all them demolitions and stuff like that. It was a good list. He played the game really, really well. So, hats off to Sam. And I hope that we can have another game, and I'll bring something different and see if I can beat him next time. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and stay lucky, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.